So, quick recap. Our negotiation deck is mostly based around diplomacy. We have a lot of renown interactions with a bunch of these cards. Not much more to it than that. Pretty straightforward. And our battle deck is, well, I guess the main theme is bottles. We have a lot of drinking, we have a lot of spending bottles for nice effects. Yeah. This is what we're currently doing. Let's... Oh yeah, that's the end of day 2 actually. So we rest now. Yeah, it's mostly online tutoring. I have been doing face-to-face in some cases, but very little since COVID. Yeah, so last time we killed our brother Theru and got Danicus here into a position to potentially bring me back into the family. Lost 30 shills to our social bane. You wake up to the sharp jab of a finger right between the only 2 ribs you haven't broken at some point or another. Sleep in. 5 more minutes. You try to roll over, but now there's an armored boot in the bed and the toe digs into your spleen. No more minutes. What the? Malifi? Didn't expect a visit from you. Not after you made it so clear we were done. Average time for a Griftlands run? Well, it depends a bit. If you wanna read all the story things, it will easily take you 4 to 6 hours. If you skip most of the story, then you can probably do it in like 2, I would say. It wasn't personal, but if you're going to sulk about it, you disowned me. I thought you liked to roll with your punches, so adapt. 2 days ago you were kicked out of the family. Today I'm here with an offer. What happens next is up to you, but I guarantee whining about it won't change a thing. What sort of offer? You want back in the family, and that's not happening unless we drown out Wix Mali. Oh, I'll drown him, alright. Give me the chance. Exactly. With Mom gone, the family needs new muscle. This is your chance to prove yourself useful. I've got 2 targets, but you only need to take out 1. Do that for me, and I'll help you out against Vix. Yeah? And just who are these targets? Seemly Arami. Known connections to the rise. Wanted for inciting unrest in the servants' quarters of many local families. The other is an admiralty officer. I prefer to keep the details of that one to myself unless you buy in. A lack of trust in this family? Well, apparently we do know the name though. Let's ask about the officer. And the superior officer? Don't tell me you're trying to kill your way through the ranks. When Pops offered to buy you a bigger commission, you sounded so proud turning him down. Yeah, you probably don't want to skip the dialogue on your first run, but eventually you might know the story and just want to try out different paths, or so you don't have to read all the dialogue, I suppose. It's not opportunism, it's precaution. My performance reviews have been exemplary. Oh, congrats. I was due for a promotion, but then I discovered one of my superiors is accepting bribes from the barons. And unfortunately, I wasn't very subtle about it. Ha, that was stupid. Yes, well, my promotion has been stalled. But I have reason to believe Eden won't stop there and will likely try to have me killed. So you shoot this Eden first, is that it? Incorrect. You will do the shooting. You know what? That's good enough for me. Let's go for that one. Well, guess the day waits for no one. Least of all me. Let's look at Sweet Marif's stuff. Tincture is pretty good. Oh, we don't need it right now, I don't think. Wait. There is brat in here. Hello, Smith. I thought I could find you here. You're not going to start any trouble, are you? No, of course not. I just wanted to tell you that I'll be around for a while. Oh, sorry for that notification. And if you need some help, I'm available to hire. How generous of you. I'm giving you the friends and family rate. Friend. Friend? Sure. You can't provoke this person right now. They are suspicious of you. That sucks. I do indeed play some games in other languages, usually German, rarely Japanese. I have played a few games in Japanese, but not a whole lot. But most of the games I play, even off stream, are in English. Let's go for Eden. Convince Eden that you want to help the Admiralty. Let's get closer to her. Them. Finding Eden is easy enough, what with her being an important figure and all. Hey, you Eden? Word is, you might be looking for some help. And whose word would that be? I don't deal with thugs. No, I hear you. You prefer well-equipped allies? You know what I mean? Well-equipped? I'm not sure that I... Folks who got lots of neat tools and know how to use them. Look, I don't much like your tone, and I... Tools that go pow cause they got spark coming out of them. Oh. Oh. It doesn't seem like subterfuge is your skill set exactly. Hey, don't sell me short. You think I'm just here for the shills? I want revenge on a certain someone. First name rhymes with Bullybee. Last name with Lame Quad? And my friends, the tools, they told me you maybe help me get that. Huh. I might have work for you after all. Seems like I have the option to... I might have the option later to betray Malifi and actually help Eden. Get rid of her. Let's ask about Malifi. So, you hate Bullybee too, right? Cause that's what why I'm here. To get a Bullybee. I don't know what you're talking about. What I do know is that you're going to do a job for me. Then you'll return here for a reward. And if you play your cards right, that reward will include some information on where you might find Bullybee. Bullybee. Okay. You know what, officer? I think you and I might just be in business. Thrilling. You've probably heard about the Rise sympathizers here in the Pearl. It's so typical of our domestics. Aspire to grandeur, but cast their lot with the debt dodgers and contractors in the rest of Bavaria. We got tips on wanting a better life. The only better life for them is in Deltree, and they're welcome to buy themselves a one-way ticket. I have a list of the suspects here. I want you to confront them, put an end to their plans, and make an example of them for anyone who might be getting titchy. You got specifics? That was a lot of vague talk for some rough work. These are domestics we're talking about. If any of their employers complain, we can offer recompense. Otherwise it's fair game. Treat them as you would a pest. I doubt any of them have information that I'd value, but if they do, well, that's just a bonus. Okay, I guess. Okay. Let's... Oshno Wrangler. Well-to-do civilian. And a member of the Jakes. Let's start the closest here. Pchu, tending to a racing Oshno. There's nobody else here. Hey, you're not allowed back here. I'll go, but first I have a couple of questions. Make it quick, Grifter. I have to get this Oshno ready for today's race. Convince him that he's in danger, beat him up. Let's ask about the Rise. Word on the street is you're cozy with the Rise. I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, we'll see. Let's convince him that he's in danger. We both know you just want to go back to living your life, right? The usual whispered rumors. Right, our first diplomacy card costs one less. That's very nice. We also have this long-winded, draw 2 cards and play them for free. Let's start with the prestigious name drop though. I'm glad we didn't play Ransack with this. Let's go long-winded. Safe face, tall brag. There is 10 incoming damage. That is a lot. Gains 5 composure whenever Smith creates a new argument. Definitely want to protect this. Let's go with contacts. And then ransack. Courtly nepotism, let's gain influence. So our diplomacy cards will always deal maximum damage. Suspicion, diplomacy cards deal less damage. We probably have to get rid of that, if we can, that is. Start with the visionary indecision. I want that safe face leveled up eventually, so I think I'm gonna play that over a different... Maybe I just play Stone Standing for defense though. Just because it works out so well. Let's draw some more cards with the Visionary Networker. Let's play Ransack, or do we... No, I think I'm fine playing Ransack here. Sure, let's go for the experience. We need to get some more resolve though. Contacts is a good way of getting there. Let's apply 3 composure, gain a renown. And then apply 5 composure. We don't want to play Stonefall guy here. Otherwise we take damage on a different argument. Bone Tired. When destroyed he loses 12 resolve. That is nice. Let's save face here. Let's go for Compel. 6 damage to all arguments. Very solid. Hmm. 4 renown is enough. Let's see what we can do this turn. I want to start with the Stonefall guy. Nice. Looks like we'll take 2 here, but we have the conman at the end of every negotiation recover 3 resolve, so that won't be a problem at all. Let's end this negotiation. Draw 3 cards. Let's get that up to 4. And let's get that one up to 7 composure. Fame. Whenever you draw this card, increased its damage by 2 for the rest of this negotiation if you have any renown. Could go up to 3. We will almost always have renown. So especially if we go with the planned fame upgrade, then it's just gonna be a decent card. It will probably be better than Parvenu. Most of the time. Do we need more damage dealing cards though? We also have a lot of draw. I think it makes sense to include in our deck. Because we are cycling through our deck relatively quickly. So yeah. This Rise business. You've gotten your fill and you want out. So tell me who your boss is and I'll swear up and down you're clean. I'm not even an official member of the Rise. I just make the snails faster or slower when I'm told. And who's doing the asking? They just leave me notes. Anonymous ones. Here, take this. I got it this morning. Alright, now keep your head down and ignore any other notes you might get. Then the Admiralty won't have to send someone less friendly. Thank you. Inspect the note. It's written on the back of an old Admiralty requisition slip. The Rise might have someone working inside the Admiralty. Interesting. Okay. Pearlman is next. You'll find Pearlman doing some luxury shopping. How's it going, friend? Are you talking to me? Can you even afford anything in here? Extort a payment from him? It's probably not the smartest idea. Let's ask about the Rise. What would your Rise buddies say if they saw you throwing around this kind of scratch? The Rise? Do I look like a member of the Rise to you? Well, time to convince him that he's in danger. Hey, I got the appeal of slumming it with the wretches. I've been doing it so long you wouldn't know I'm not wretched to look at me. But you really want to live like the common people, but? Cause my order is to beat the snot out of Outayas, if so. Well, we do have a heckler in here as well. These are not the greatest card. Let's do a visionary ransack. A bit better. Visionary networker to draw some more cards seems like a good start. I want to get my influence. Let's see. We can probably kill this. Well, we easily can. In fact, even a prestigious name drop will do so. There's a costly nepotism for our influence. Whenever I destroy one of Pearlman's arguments, they incept to tolerance. Tolerance, your maximum hand size is reduced by 1. At the start of your turn, remove 1 tolerance. Tolerance can have up to 8 stacks. That shouldn't be too big a deal, I think. Let's get rid of the whispered rumors so we can use stone standing to defend ourselves. Confidence targets an opponent argument each turn for 1 damage. Not a huge deal. Let's fully defend this. Five tolerance now. So our maximum hand size is 5, I think. Apparently 6 now. Let's start. Yeah, with the stone standing. And then long wind it. So we can actually draw these cards. Visionary Indecision. We don't need a Parvenu yet. These Brags are also not our best cards, so let's try to reroll them. But I guess they'll have to do. Impartial. At the start of Pearlman's turn, remove all renown from both negotiators. Ugh. That's annoying. I don't want that. I don't want more tolerance either, but I guess it's time for a compel. 8 tolerance now. That's actually a problem. I want to end this fight as soon as possible. So now our renown is likely gonna end the fight for us, even if we don't have a lot of cards in hand. Or we can even use contracts here. Maybe we can draw into something else that wants experience. Like the Fame. Nice. So okay, we got the Fame up to 8 damage, so we draw drew into it 3 times. Drawing into it 3 times will bring this up to 11 damage, and this would also go up to 11 damage. But every time we play before, the planned one does more damage, so this is probably a lot better. We would need to draw it like 5 times before the other one does more total damage. Unless we don't play it early, then the other one might be better, but still, I think the higher base damage is more useful. It's another indecision, but it's so far away from an upgrade that I don't think I want to deal with it. Speaking from experience, it gets old, sooner or later. And then you come home and find out your family disowned you for being a tourist. Disowned? Really? My own family has been a little hostile as of late. Let's just say that I sympathize. And that I acknowledge, given recent events in the bread fields. Well, I'd prefer to be on the right side of history. Buddy, I'm just trying to keep you on the right side of this very moment. You got a name for your rice contact or not? Just a code name. Letra. Great. Super. Now get out of here before I decide to get rough with you anyway. How dare you? Easily, my bud. I darest most easily. Ledger sounds like something administrative. That narrows it down a bit, but you don't have a positive ID yet. And then one more piece of information before we can uncover the truth. You'll find Edlit laughing with some co-workers beside a pile of unpacked freight. Hey, shouldn't you be working? We're on break, Grifter. What's your excuse? Could pay him for information and then he would like me. Let's convince him instead. Listen, I get it. Lifting things is hard, so I rarely even lift a finger. But the Admiralty has your number and they sent me to collect it. Oh, a medal. I do want that. Whenever they deal damage, they gain composure equal to resolve lost. If no resolve is lost, they take 3 damage instead. Yeah, compel is just too good here. It's so much damage. This thing dies to our slug. So it's only 7 damage I have to defend against. Let's do the visionary indecision first. See what Longwinder gives us. I'll go with the stone standing for defense now. Oh, we got additional defense. I don't know where from. Must be one of our crafts. Huh, not sure. I guess the planned fame is very nice when we don't have influence up. Oh, we need more renown, obviously. Right, we can't defend the renown if we use it all up. You know what? Contracts will work, I suppose. We could also have done Stone Name Drop and Famous Bewilder to gain renown and defend it at the same time. That would also have been an idea. Ploy targets an opponent argument each turn for 2 damage. At the end of each turn, double the damage this argument deals. Well, we obviously want to get rid of that quite quickly. Let's finally gain the influence. This is a decent attack, and then let's go for the Visionary Ransack to hopefully draw some better cards. I'm out of renown now, but we should be able to end this fight very soon. Snare must be targeted before anything else. This argument is removed next turn. Whoops. So much for that. Contracts is here to give us back some renown. And then another contract. Nice, we got a lot of experience on the contracts. 10 medal as well. Gang Pendant gets upgraded, so we start each fight with 5 renown instead of 3. Which means Lumin Relic will be available immediately. And then contracts, we want to increase the maximum damage, so we get more benefit out of influence. An almost upgraded safe face, that is tempting. But I don't think we need another one of these. Whatever the rise is giving you can't be worth the hassle, can it? Just give me a name and we can both forget all about it. Fine. The rise promise better pay in the future, but I can't buy food with promises. Yeah, I didn't ask for your life story, just tell me who your contract is. Beats me. I just have part of an address. That will have to do. Now keep quiet about this or I'll be back. Sure, whatever. The address is in the richer part of town. It's clear now. Sandrano, the clerk, is working on both sides. We could tell Eden. Or we could go to Sandrano. I think I do want to confront Sandrano. Let's go to the metal vendor first. With 16 metal, we should be able to buy negotiation grafts. Start with bonus XP. Just in case we want to pick one up this run. We do have a slot left after all. And let's speak to Sandrano. You bust down Sandrano's door and catch him reading a rice pamphlet. Who the heck are you? Just a concerned citizen. You can't just barge into my home, grifter. Get out. Say, is that seditious material you're reading there? What? No, it's... Spare me. I've talked to all your puppets already, I know what's up. Alright then, what do you want? I can promise to keep it a secret so he'll love me. Usually the Admiralty doesn't have great social boons though. What? I don't care what you get up to in your spare time, But I bet there are some people who would. It would be a pity if your secret got out. Nice start. Let's gain the influence and then contracts for renown. That's the planted evidence one. We need to defend our contract or renown, otherwise we have a problem. So let's try to draw. Let's draw some more. There we go. That will do it. And then let's just keep a high stack of renown up right now. The extra renown will do quite a bit of extra damage over the course of this fight. Interrogate, paper pusher. Insert a baffle card into our draw pile. Sure. Let's start with the long-winded and see what it gets us. Not bad, not bad. Then we defend our influence. The stone standing is the best way to do so. Let's keep throwing through our deck. And let's go with the planned fame. This negotiation deck feels extremely powerful. Frisk, we probably want to kill that. Let's do so with the compel, because it hits two things right now. Time to draw. That's our fame. Fall Guy, Quip, and Simmer. When drawn, reduce the cost of a random hostile card in your hand by 1 until played. Unplayable. So it saves you an action, but costs you a card. Can gain replenish, no longer costs you a card. 2 random cards, so yeah. The upgrades are pretty good, especially the replenish one. I'll pay! Just know that if you betray me, the rise will kill you while you're asleep. Fair deal. Gained 300 chills. You're set upon by a small group of rise. Hold up right there. You've been asking dangerous questions, Griftlands. Now I know you people only do things for the money, so I'm not going to take personal offense. I'll even cut you a deal. Give us a donation and tell us who's pulling your strings and we'll let you live. 200 chills? We would still come out on top after all that. I could convince them that I'm actually protecting the rise. Yeah. I like that. Hey, I'm protecting your interests with my dangerous questions. Call to rise. At the start of each turn, a random card in hand costs 1 extra action this negotiation. This is an annoying one. We want to end this as quickly as possible. Start with a name drop. And we actually have to defend our... This is a problem. We can't defend our renown this turn. Nor can we defend anything at all. We can prevent some damage. Oh, this sucks. That doesn't help right now. We can... Currently we're taking 13. With this we will be taking 10 and 1. So 11. That is 2 defense right now. It's also 1 damage. Actually, let's gain the influence here. Insert 1 propaganda card into Smith's draw pile at the beginning of Hyman's turn. Also not very nice. It's a bit too much composure gain right now. Cycle some of it. Long-winded. Ooh, play the Parvenu. Alright, we won't. We didn't have enough renown right now. Whoops. Yeah, once the renown is down, things get rough. You know what? Give me my renown back. That should make things a bit easier. Let's go for a compel here. Ouch. Gain 2 actions. Draw a card for each friend you have in the Rise. 0. Still worth it, especially when we are spilling some damage over. Whew. That guy was actually quite scary. We upgrade 3 fingers now, we gain an action and draw a card at the start of our turn. Which is really, really good. This one also upgrades to draw an extra card. Renounced Networker Influence. So another Networker wouldn't be bad, but I don't really need it. The Admiralty wanted me to break some rice bones. I'm giving them just enough to keep the heat off of you guys. I guess that's noble. You're damn right it is. You should be paying me a donation. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Carry on, Grifter, but know that we're watching you. Okay. Now we tell Eden most things. But I guess we leave out the fact that we got some money from that guy. We can also negotiate for a better deal. Ooh, 99 extra shells. Wide influence. At the end of Eden's turn, accept either a strawman or planted evidence, chosen randomly if neither exists. Strawman, when it is destroyed, gains 3 vulnerability. Planted evidence deals damage when destroyed. Nice. Got that one down. This one as well. This is enough to keep our renown alive. But we don't actually need that, right? Because we can just end the fight. Or the negotiation, rather. Kill some resolve. Braggart. Oh. Fill your hand with brag. They cost 0 until played. Expand. That is very tempting. It's the battle deck that has a reduced maximum hand size. They cost 0 until played. No, the downside of this is that afterwards you will have a bunch of brags in your deck. It's only really good the turn you play Braggart, I guess. The upgraded version of it looks a lot better, to be honest. I think we don't need any of these. Fine, I'll give you an extra 153 shields if you finish the job. That comes to 253 shields. You better not fail. I'm back. Was the message understood? Does anyone really ever understand anyone? Incompetence. Utter incompetence. I put forth my best effort. That has to count for something, right? If that was your best effort, I feel sorry for you. I could betray Sandrano. He will hate me for it. Let's keep the secret. Glad to be of service. You are dismissed. We failed. She dislikes us. But we got 300 shields out of it. Well, seems you're not a complete ignoramus. Just so happens we could be in business. Hey, that's what I like to hear. Of course, I did some digging. I like to know who I'm working with. You didn't mention Balibi is your sister. She ain't. Or did you not dig that part up? I got disowned. Well, it complicates things. Makes it messier. And I don't like mess. So kindly leave before anyone sees us talking too long. We'll discuss the situation more later when we can speak plainly. Okay. Let's pay the party star a visit. We've got a lot of shills and we could use some upgrades. Let's take a look at the crafts first. Robustify, 10 max health, not interested. Gain defense equal to any adrenaline, no. Whenever you shuffle your deck, gain 1 power. That one? We don't have extra draw in the deck. Yeah, that is not that good. It's not terrible. Doesn't make a huge difference, I don't think. Whenever you gain renown, apply 1 composure to a random friendly argument. That isn't bad. Duplicate the first argument you create every negotiation. Would that be the renown we gain from the gang pendant? The start of each negotiation, choose a card in your hand, duplicate it. Maybe Clan Ring is okay. It really doesn't make a huge difference though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we want any of these. Masochist. Whenever you take damage on your turn, gain 1 adrenaline. Expend. Huh. Interesting. The Sledge. If your target has trauma, apply to impair. No, I don't think so. And another Rust Bucket. Dominion and Domain are both hostile cards. Apply to Composure to all friendly arguments. Increase by 1 for each hostile card played this turn. That is a nice effect. Revision. Destroy all friendly arguments and create new copies of them. When would that be good? It would actually cause you to take damage to your renown, right? So that seems generally pretty bad. Draw a card for every argument destroyed. Well, maybe we find a good reason at a later time. I could honestly remove the tall brag from my negotiation deck at this point, and would be pretty happy about that. Let's look at the battle deck as well. The 6-pack bash. Yeah, that one can go out. We now use our bottles for other stuff, so instead of just leaving them in the deck. And let's move back to the sweet relief. Alright, Fee. Ready for scheming? I don't scheme, I anticipate. Sure, just like you anticipated Wix wouldn't like lumicides in his pajamas. The trap for Eden needs to be perfect. I've worked too hard for my position to have it mired in controversy. You know, Dad would have said there was no mud you couldn't bribe your way out of. Tell that to the Great Beijing. As for Eden, she won't be able to resist an opportunity to see me thoroughly disgraced. So that's probably the opportunity to draw her into the ambush. No problem. I'll just tell her about the time you swapped Wix chill gel for pepper up. I doubt that will be sufficient. Here's the location where we'll set up the ambush. I trust you'll think up something more enticing. Let's go. Don't want a drink? Probably not right now. Can I provoke you now? Nope, still suspicious of me. There's Eden. Stop bothering me. Convince Eden to follow you to the ambush. So Eden, we've had some good times, you and me. But we gotta move on to bigger, better things, right? And I got a little present for you to show how much I care. I'd rather not have any evidence that we ever associated when all this is over. And that's a gift. Turns out I got evidence Malifi ain't so clean. She's my twin after all. I'm listening. 68 composure. And she's incepting stuff. She's also hitting quite hard. Let's go with the stone name drop and this for defense. Let's take out the rumors. Don't want to draw right now. Yes. Nice, we drew into the courtly nepotism so we can gain influence. Strawman? Sure. Playing the stone safe face might not be ideal here. I think I'm gonna draw past that first. Before I play long-winded. Not bad, not bad. Let's defend ourselves. And gain a bunch of renown. I think that's pretty much the best I could do right now. But I'm still gonna play the Visionary Ransack just to draw through my decks faster. And get back to the Fame more quickly. 1-1. Now I wish I had the Stone Fall guy. Maybe we can draw into it. It doesn't seem possible right now. Let's start with a Compel. How much damage do we have? 11, 17, 25. You know what? We end this. Standing again. That's a really good defensive card, and I feel like some more defense would be nice. Ad hominem. Gain. At the end of your turn, spend 1 renown and apply 2 composure to all your arguments. Upgrades to 3 composure? Yes. Very much yes. That might be even better defense for us. Funny thing, when your parents die, you find out all sorts of dirty secrets. Turns out Mulife isn't as self-made as she likes to claim. I know exactly where she's gonna be trying to clean up the mess our parents left for her. You mean we'll actually catch her in the act, huh? I suppose that will cover all the bases. Evidence of her misdeeds and a reason to strike. If she resists arrest. Pretty sure we can make that happen. Anything's possible. Very well, Smith. Let's chase this plan of yours. Take me to your sister. Just don't expect me to tolerate any sentimentality when the time comes. Okay. We convinced Eden to follow us to the ambush spot. Whether it's impatience or doubt, Mulife wastes no time springing her trap. She slips into the view like a predator ready to spill blood. I can side with Mulife, or I can protect Eden. Eden doesn't like me, but I don't like Mulife. That is tempting. We already killed the Rue. I'm actually gonna protect Eden. Maybe you're sentimental, or not sentimental enough. But at the last minute, you can't go through with it. Blood be damned. Eden, look out! We've been set up. Oof. Well, we have Eden on our side. But Mulife has reinforcements as well. You always were unreliable, Smith. But no worry, I'm our friends. Ooh. Let's see. Gaining an evasion seems good because we avoid a big hit with that. We don't have any defense beside the evasion, so we should definitely make use of that at the very least. Elandra has very low health. Maybe we wanna kill her first. And yes, we probably have to kill her. That is a lot of damage. No! Wilson! Honestly, there's no way we'll end the fight before she recovers. Goodbye. Let's defend Wilson. Drink 2 and then apply wounds to Friss. I'm okay with killing everyone here. Lumin Burn. Whenever an attack removes all Guard Captain Malifi's defense, take 2 damage. Reduce Lumin Burn by 1 at the end of your turn. That's not a big deal, especially as she doesn't have defense at the moment. Let's take a gulp here. Gaining power is very tempting. I could also gather more bottles, but I think the power is probably one of the best things I can find from this. Lasting Cavalcade, we don't need it right now. Let's do the Toughen of Clarity. And go for the hits against Friss. And finish with a Cavalcade to have some defense next turn. Ah, she keeps up the Lumin Burn, huh? Still not a huge deal. I could stun Malifi this turn with an Obliterate. But we have the Cavalcade, so we're gonna be defended no matter what we do here. So I'll instead go for the damage against Friss. We can probably keep Friss around. That shouldn't be a huge deal. Malifi has it out for me this turn, so let's defend. And punch her a bunch of times. ISIS. And I mean, we don't want to leave any witnesses of what happened here, right? Ferdinand hates you. Oh no. Killed our friend Elandra. Members of the Admiralty will not help you in battle or negotiation. As if I care. Admiralty Intel, gain 2 influence, destroy after 2 uses, nice. Banquet Pendant, while this is in your hand, all your cards deal 2 bonus damage. Negotiation card, it replenishes, so there's no downside to it. And Admiralty Requisition to draw 3 cards, also very nice. Hole up, gain 6 defense at the start of your next turn. Huh. 9 defense or 3 this turn and 6 next turn. That isn't bad. Well, it's kind of bad because it's very hard to predict whether or not the enemy is going to attack you. Apply to Tracer. Whenever an owner is hit by an attack, you gain 1 defense. At the start of owner's turn, remove 1 stack of Tracer. You know what? That's actually really good. With our multi-hits. Draw 2 cards, expend all empty bottle cards in your hand, drink 2 per card expended. Huh. Draws 3 cards. Its draw helps us. Well, it's not as necessary considering that we have the auto sorter and won't often have bottles in hand by default. I'll go with the tracer here. Seems really solid in our deck. We are starting to get a reputation for violence. Dangerous? While this is in your hand, hostility cards deal 1 bonus damage. Diplomacy cards deal 1 less damage. Destroy. We have to destroy that. Unstable. Draw a card, play it with a random target, expand. That's fine. When the dust settles, you try not to look too hard at your sister's fallen body. Guess that didn't go exactly as planned, huh? Bit of an upset at the start, sure, but we got the results we were hoping for. Didn't even have to bait her into attacking first, luckily enough. Yeah, lucky. Now I warned you I wouldn't tolerate any sentimentality, but if you need a moment with the body, I shan't wait up. And if you lay claim to your inheritance after all, well, the Banquets are one of the most powerful families in the Pearl. I won't reject an alliance. Eden loves us! At the start of each negotiation, gain 1 interrogate. Targets an opponent argument each turn for 2 to 4 damage. That is very nice. You're not sure whether she expects a thank you, but she leaves before you can offer one. Huh. That turned out better than expected. Also, I thought Malifi would be the final boss of today, but that is apparently not the case. Let's spend some of our metal. Basic battle cards start with bonus XP for the next run would be good. Same will go for negotiation cards, but usually you will have more opportunity for negotiation than for battles, so it's better to give the battle cards a leg up on the experience gain. Let's talk to Tay. Good to see you again, Smith. Well, thanks, Tay. That's nice to hear. Most people think I'm too gruff to receive a little sincerity every now and then, you know. Ah, well, I sincerely hope you're up for a little assassination. What the hesh, Tay? Your brother's right hand, Pelitriax, has been using the beaching as license to anoint as many new priests as possible. My superiors take issue not with his fervor, but with his selection methods, selling the priesthood to the highest bidder. I'd like you to approach Pelitriax. I'd like you to approach Pelitriax as an aspirant and then eliminate him. That's a big ask, killing a bishop. And what exactly do you intend to do with Wixmali when you get to him? Well, do I get to wear a funny hat? Of course, you need to look the part. Let's take the disguise. Alright, give me the funny hat then. I'll kill your bishop for you. Remember, if you get caught... Yeah, you were none the wiser. The clothes fit surprisingly well. And cozily. How do I look? Quite striking, actually. Perhaps your family sent the wrong son to the cult. No way. Theru would have been terrible at it. Let's go then. I'll do my best not to embarrass you. Appreciated. Oh, Teotaro joined my party. Tay finale. Well, maybe this bishop is gonna be the final boss of this day. We'll see. Getting close to the Great Beaching is difficult, but with a Luminari at your side, you're able to push through the glut of pilgrims. You see what must be Pelitriax standing knee-deep in fishy excreta, daubing slime onto the foreheads of those gathered near. Before you can get too close, however, you and Teotaro are both stopped by armed guards. Hold it. Only guests of honor are welcome here. Convince them am I actually with the cult or force our way through the guards? Oof. They have a luminary. Well, I have a luminary as well. Yeah, let's do some more fighting. I'm not much bothered by what I'm allowed to do, chum. I'm in your corner, pal. Armor, gain 4 defense every turn. Lumicide. Kindling. When wild Lumicide receives damage, reduce Kindling by 1 and apply Kindling to the attacker. At the end of wild Lumicide's turn, convert all Kindling to temporary power. Okay. We have some options here. But I like Tracer, Shadow, Kiss the Fists instead of going for an Obliterate. How much damage would that be? 2 wounds. This is 5 to 6 each. So that would be 15 to 18. 19 to 24. We have a good chance of making the Lumicide flee. And we'll get a lot of Kindling. We waste the second stack of Tracer. Oh, that's the unupgraded one. Oops. I'll do an all-rounder then. That was enough to make them flee. At least. For temporary power. Looming Kunai. At the end of your turn, take 2 damage per attack card played this turn. Unplayable Burnout. Okay. This guy is trying to kill my Oshno. I don't appreciate that. And I'll show him. I should have applied the trauma first, I guess. Let's keep my Oshno healthy. And drink some, because I will take damage to the Looming Kunai otherwise. Okay, let's try to finish off Salad Aldo. The Ovation is not very useful right now. I guess I'll drink and set up the Cavalcade. Tay with her drone. Oh, these are some damage numbers, my friends. Some adrenaline would be nice about now. Apply 3 trauma? We won't get traumatized from that. Well, we won't make the enemy traumatized from that. We gain 12 defense from our Cavalcade, that's pretty nice. 5 more with this. And set up another Cavalcade. I don't need to use these empty bottles or the Admiral Requisition right now. Four hits from Tay. We should really apply wound to the enemy. Although they are immune to wound, so no. And bring some more. See what's in the bottle. 2 impale. That seems fine right now. More drinking. The Hessian amulet is really not that useful. Let's get the healing now. We heal up to full with the Moxie then. Actually, let's go for the damage here instead of the tracer. Didn't quite manage to end the fight, so this guy recovered from his panic. Although the Oshno will actually finish them off again. That could actually kill this target. No, they have 4 defense. They should be fine. Well, now they're not fine, and I can't prevent them from dying. Either Tay kills them, or I do. Fine. I don't want to kill you, so... I'm sorry for your Luminari friend. Malawi hates you. Lose 1 action and draw a card on your first turn of battle. Curse of Hash. That is really painful. But at least it draws me a card. Hessian Mask. Gain 3 temporary power, destroy after 2 uses. That is not a good card. Let's upgrade the Shadow to deal more damage. The Rust Bucket to gain more defense. Oops. And the Toughen Up. Increase by 1 for each card play this turn. No, actually. I'll just take the 5 by default. More Tracer. More Tracer makes sense. With the guards broken at your feet, there's no one to stop Tay from cussing you out. By the Tidesmith, do you understand the point of this whole charade? Hey, Luminari, relax. It doesn't even look like Palitriax heard a thing. Sure enough, Palitriax's face is smeared with loam, his eyes closed in rapture as the aspiring nobles kneel around him. The Hessians are gathered in a patch of sandy coral, exposed by the neap tide. A great beast is chained up at the water's edge, its leash taut. The bishop stands just outside the beast's reach, performing the consecration rite for a line of aspirant priests. You can't quite see what they're doing, but it's probably not fun. Palitriax would pick the trial of the spawn. It's archaic, but intimidating. These aspirants may be able to buy the priesthood, but they can't buy Palitriax's power. What the heck am I supposed to do? I don't know anything about any of this. You're not actually becoming a priest? Get in line, bow graciously, and when it's your turn, shove Palitriax into the beast's mouth. The poor thing has been purposefully starved, so it won't reject anything it's fed. As you wait your turn, you watch the others each offer a sacrifice to the spawn. Ceremonial daggers, family tapestries, and vagrant age relics are all choked down by the beast. Ah, supplicant. You are called by the tides, yes? And what sacrifice did you bring to pledge yourself to the abyss? Yeah. Let's do it. Pelitrax is so busy being full of himself that he never sees it coming. You pantomime outrageously as you pretend to trip, hurling him directly into the beast's ravenous maw. It's over with one gulp, and the other priests shriek in alarm. Supplicant, are you alright? Oh, careful there, Luminary. The ground is unsteady. I can see that. Now let me escort you away from... Tay staggers as the creature lets out a bellowing roar. Uh-oh. Think we might have given it a taste for Hessians? Sure enough, the beast tears its chain from its mooring in the sand and attacks. Hi, Karas. Yeah, I'm doing well. Smith is doing great. Giving gifts to Hessians cost half as much. Huh. That doesn't sound like a great boon. Shredmore. Oh boy. I can't say I'm trained for this, but I'm not trained for anything, really. What does this thing have? Thick shell, 6 defense each turn. Caustic Spit. Shredmore attacks apply Slimy to 3 cards in your deck. Slimy, this card is not discarded at the end of your turn. If this card is played, Slimy is removed and the owner takes 3 damage. Leeching Fangs. Shredmore heals health equal to half of any health loss it causes. This is not a turn for a Predictive Blast. I'm just going to stun. Buy me some time. 0 in wounds. Nice. 3 piercing damage. That is annoying. I could stun again. But it's only 3 damage, so I feel like that's not a huge deal. Let's go with the heavy dropkick for our first move. Let's drink. Draw is good here. And then we put up a lasting cavalcade actually, giving us some defense for the next turn. It's attacking me now for 9. We do have a cavalcade up. That's requisition. Kiss the fists. You know what? Let's apply a lot of Tracer, so we have that up for a while, and then go in with the Kiss the Fists. Giving us enough defense. Let's go for a freebie. I could apply another Cavalcade, or I could replenish my bottles. I should probably replenish my bottles. Oh, this one is Slimy. But we do have the Tracer on the enemy, so should not be a huge deal. Yeah, I was considering waiting until the whole story is out myself. Doing 5 piercing. We can dodge that with the dropkick. And then go for a Predictive Blast. It actually dies from that. That boss wasn't hard at all. Crabmaw Shell. Gain 5 counter. For 0? That's not bad. Obliterate gets the upgrade. We want to make it cost less again. Simmer long-wind attempt. Do I want another long-winded? No, I don't think so. Masochist certainty. Whenever you gain defense, gain 2 adrenaline. Ooh. That is somewhat tempting, especially with the tracers. I don't think they said when the final part is gonna be out. The beast is dead, and the Hessians have scurried, leaving you alone with Tay. Well, that was an unfortunate complication. What now? Well, you get out of here before there are any questions you find difficult to answer. I'll find you later. Yeah, I guess you will. See ya. Teotaro left the party. Nice, nice. Let's go back to the metal vendor, spend our metal. Ready to get stronger. Let's spend our metal on starting negotiation experience. It is also nice to have. And then go to Maurice's place. Food again, we still can provoke him. But Ferdinand, she doesn't have the worst social bane, but I'm okay with provoking them. Hey Ferdinand, I hear you've been talking about me. Maybe I have, Grifter. You look like Cash plucked you from the slime and took you for flotsam. Say that again, I dare you. We don't really benefit from the insults. That's a lot of... When destroyed, remove a random intent from Ferdinand. That's a lot of composure. No, not composure. Resolve. Expend all non-hostility cards in hand. Gain 1 dominance per card expended. Maybe we can actually make those work. Let's start drawing some cards. Sure, let's gain the influence. Let's play a random card. How did I get an interrogate? Oh, in on it. That says 2 to 4. This is 3 to 7. Well, glad it is. Still visionary ransack. This is not bad, but I do think I want to defend my untrained pet. Planted evidence times 8. Ouch. This is gonna hurt. Dangerous needs to get out of this. The ad hominem will defend us decently well here. Let's draw. Planet Fame. See if we can do anything with this. We can't. And it's time to end this. Let's do it with the insult. Long Winder got upgraded. We want it to be 0 cost, I think. That's it. We're fighting now. Vendetta, yeah, will always attack me. And Skittish will panic whenever an ally panics. Alright, I only have 3 actions on my first turn, so let's defend and drink. Stun seems good. And then my Oshno kills her. Two-Fister got upgraded, so we start with 4 empty battles in the deck now. That sounds very nice. Some metal, a leather opener. Yeah, that's fine. It replenishes. Freebie. 4 to 8 damage, 6 damage. Doesn't make a huge difference, right? I want the predictability. Cheers. Drink. Drink 2. Alleviate 5. Hammer Swing. Apply to Trauma Chain. Transforms this card and add it to your draw pile. If this goes into your discard pile, this card reverts to its basic form. Hammer Swing 2 for 1 cost, the same effect. 4 then 3 for 1 cost with 4 damage, and then with 4 attack twice 8 damage. Wow. If you can finish the chain, very powerful effect. But I don't think this is the right deck for it. It could be. Oh well. Ferdinand is dead, and so is the grudge that she held against you. Nice. And let's head to our room. Your bed calls to you. End of day 3. That should be the end of the Smith campaign as it currently is. So let's see. You wake up feeling groggy in the morning light. Lost 30 shields. Smith Brawl unlocked. Unlock the Brawl mode with Smith. And we made it to the end of Smith's story as it currently is. Yeah, Smith is a very interesting character. Quite a bit different from the other two. But yeah. Let's see our unlocks. The classic Smith. Replace all brag cards in your deck with bully cards. Expand. Classic Smith. Promoted Smith. Randomly upgraded bully cards or Pale Smith. Cost 0. I don't think that's a great card. But maybe the promoted one is usable. Crass, gain 2 dominance and 1 vulnerability. That is good. 3 dominance or no vulnerability on upgrade. Barrage, blind. Attack with this card 2 times. Blind means this card selects a target randomly. It's not a huge downside. go 3 times or for 3 damage on upgrade. I guess you usually want the 3rd hit instead of 1 more damage. Just because of the interaction with dominance. Mostly. Knuckle down. Attack once per trauma on your target. Restrain. Wow! This can hit up to 9 times. That's a lot of damage. But you can't increase the damage of it. That's a very interesting card. Hurricane. Expend up to 3 empty bottle cards from your deck, attack a random enemy, and apply 2 trauma per card expended. Wow. Another good multi-hit card. Upgrades. Oh, 2 trauma and upgrade. 1 trauma expends 4 empty bottles, up to 4. Yeah, interesting. Desperation. 10 to 12. While you have less than 50% health, this card costs 1 less. Can increase the damage by 2 or the health threshold. Another pack unlocked. VIP. Associates. Gain 2 renown for every person that loves you. Oof. Not bad. Late game this card is gonna be really strong. Plus 3 renown or cost 0. Like it. Executive. Renowned 5. This card deals double damage. Renowned 10. Triple damage. Can reduce the thresholds, which you probably don't want to do. If you can hit 8 renowned, you can usually hit 10. Yeah, the bottle mechanic is pretty awesome. Like it. High places, renowned 10. This card costs 2. Renowned 15. It costs 0. Haha. Nice one. Again, probably don't want to lower the renown condition. But who knows. Slug Smash. This card deals bonus damage equal to your Moxie. Can add 3 damage or alleviate 5 health. Ooh. Double your Moxie. Exert. Or just double your Moxie on upgrade. Nice. Exert next turn gains 1 fewer action. Okay. Increase your Moxie by 1 this turn. Alleviate 2 health. Chain. Meditation. Then Meditation 2. 2 Moxie 3 health. Only costs 1. 3 Moxie 4 health. Increase your Moxie by 3. Trigger your Moxie. Okay. That's a lot of healing. One more unlock. Double down. Choose a card in your hand, play it twice, and then expend it. Ooh. That can also be pretty powerful. We can get rid of the expended part, or we can make this cost 1 on upgrade. Dissect. Duplicate a friendly argument and halve the resolve of both arguments. That can be very powerful. We can get rid of the cost or of the expend. Insistence. Duplicate the next argument you create, expend. Duplicate the next argument you create twice. Or duplicate the next 2 arguments you create. Very interesting cards here in Duplicity. Wait. Hammer down. Power and adrenaline are twice as effective on this card. Well, it's a 2 cost, so they better be. It's basically similar to a multi-hit, but it doesn't trigger on hit effects twice. I'm not sure if I like this card. 3 times as effective? Maybe we're getting somewhere. Or 1 cost. That can actually be quite good. But I feel like the Kiss My Fists, the multi-attack, might be better than this. Power trip. Gain an adrenaline. If you had no adrenaline, gain an additional 2 adrenaline. Can be 0 cost. It's probably what you want for this, so you can play more attack in the same turn. The Pinto Tour. Drink, gain 2 power, expend. Powerful, especially at 0 cost. That is very strong. Great with Threshold. The Outdoor Smith. And a final unlock. Refusal. Great. Whenever you spend Renown with a card, deal 3 damage to a random opponent argument. Tempting. That is a good effect. Can go up to 4 damage. Or we can get rid of its cost. That is an interesting card. Spend up to 4 Renown. Apply 1 Composure per Renown spent to all friendly arguments. Oh, goes up to 2 Composure per Renown spent. Or we can get rid of the expend. Also not bad. Stool Pigeon. Spend up to 2 Renown. Create a bait argument with 2 maximum resolve per Renown spent. Huh. Seems reasonable. We can make it not expend or get 3 Renown. Reduce. Expend up to 2 empty bottle cards from your deck. Gain 2 defense per bottle. 4 defense per bottle or up to 4 empty bottle cards. That is interesting. Reuse. Discard empty bottle cards from your hand and draw that many cards. With a +1, not bad. Almost always I think I'd prefer to have the auto sorter, but obviously you can't always get that. Expend up to 2 empty bottle cards from your deck. Heal 2 health per bottle. Huh. Goes up to 4 or heal 3 health per bottle. Yeah, okay. Not the biggest fan of the Salvager cards, but they might work. And we unlocked Prestige, which is the scaling difficulty of this game. Yeah, that was a nice run.